Yesterday we had some volatility as well. Today we got this high impact news at half one. So amazing, amazing, amazing. Like as far as December goes, this is going so good so far. So far so good, honestly. Literally just another like 2 weeks left as well for this month, and then Jen's gonna start kicking in. I think after Christmas, that's when it's gonna start to slow down a little bit more, like the volume in the markets. But yeah, we should be good.
Good morning, Paul.
Hey, Garcia's there as well. What's happening, my brother? How are you? Okay, are you at your office?
Not yet, but I'm getting an earlier start today. I'm going to drop the girls right now.
Nice, nice, nice. We're just literally about to start our breakdown as well. Obviously, got another 25 minutes left, so see if you can get there in like next 10 minutes. You might have to do like some, racing at this point now.
No, I'll just have to do the recording thing of my speedometer.
Yeah, I'm a bad influence.
It's all good. It's all good. I know. My husband's gonna be home Friday finally. So
Oh,
we're
nice.
since the first week of June. So he's coming in from Israel.
Amazing. Do you guys have anything planned? Any sort of
Um,
surprises for him?
Grandkids, we're gonna get them all this weekend. They all want to see him, so we gotta not be
Amazing.
selfish.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Hey, I know you're looking forward to that, so really happy for you. And yeah, just make sure now this week you kill it in the markets as well. Then you can just go relax and have some fun.
Yeah,
Then you don't have
I'll
to think
still
about
be
the
with you
markets.
guys in the morning.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start our breakdown as well. Let's see what gold is doing on the intraday time frame. Again, as I said, I'm not really going to be looking at the monthly time frame as much anymore until we start approaching Feb, because I don't really see gold doing any sort of like crazy moves where we're going to be going for liquidity on the bigger time frames. I think we're just going to be fluctuating within the intraday range that we are in at the moment. So that's kind of what I'm expecting with gold. So let's quickly start to analyze the daily time frame at this point. If we look at the current candle, we can see we are bearish. Previous candle had a little bit of a rejection from the top side as well. So what we done on the previous candle was we actually broke the highs of the previous candle before that, and then at this point we formed a new high. So potentially what this candle can be technically doing now is doing some sort of a pullback, because you guys gotta understand again how sustainable price action moves is it moves in waves, right? It's got to form a high, then it's got to come down to retest lows. But when it is coming down to retest lows, it should not be violating structural lows. So you guys can see it hasn't really violated the structural lows, because the structural lows are obviously previous candle lows, right? So now at this point now, if we start to violate the structural lows, we got to look to the left. Where do we see rejections from? So we can see rejections playing out from this area here, but usually when we do see this area being turned into some sort of resistance, we do get a lot of rejections to the downside, and the rejections are really massive as well. But most definitely I'll be looking out for this area here. I'll keep this area in my mind. Obviously, I'll keep this marked over here. Do want to watch out for this area just in case we do start clearing 81. I think next area to look out for can be 80, because potentially what it can do is just grab some liquidity, because there will be obviously structure lows there. So you guys can see that, right? So potentially again could be one of those things. We just come down, grab some liquidity, and then from there start to push up, because we on the 4 hour it seems like we are within this range at the moment. Look, this was the high that we formed, and at this point now this becomes our structure lows. And looking at the previous 4 hour candle as well, it was quite bearish, kind of broke out of this support area that we had over here. From here we saw the leg up, all the way down here we saw the leg up. So we got a lot of buyers sitting down here, so we got a lot of buy orders down here as well. So what I can see happening now is potentially coming down to grab some sort of liquidity and retesting this area, which is a significant area, down to 1780. From there grabbing significant amount of orders to start pushing up to form a new high, because again, let's see the daily candle, how much has it moved all together. Got to keep that in our mind as well. So it's pushed up about 73 pips. So with PPI, honestly now I can really see gold pushing up a little bit more. We can potentially see 200 pips in one direction, so it's going to be exciting day today. But again, you know, we always wait for our confirmations. We're gonna start looking for our confluences now. You know, we're gonna align that with our confirmations, and we're gonna just let PPI do its thing. Hopefully, execute on one high probability setup and call it a day. Because again, it is a month of December. We don't want to go into over trading, so I'll just be looking to execute on one trade. That's about it. So now looking to the left as well. If we do start clearing this week, as I said, next target should be potentially like, you know, your 1780, because what usually happens is if we actually look at this, right, if we do start to reject off of this area, let's see how price reacts when we do see some sort of rejections down to this area. So look at this now. If we actually mark this, we had a rejection off of this same area that we are currently rejecting from. So as previously when we did reject from this area, which is 1789, price actually came down. It done a retest of this area here as well. So again, I'll be looking for something like this. I would not be looking to execute on any sort of sell positions today actually. I'll be letting this range over here get filled. This is the range I'm not interested in taking any sort of sell positions below this. What I'll be looking to see is if we can start filling this range at least down to 1779, and then from there I would like to see some sort of momentum kick into the top side, and that would be technically my setup that I'm interested in, which will be a buy setup. It looks quite bearish at the moment. Again, it depends what PPI does. If we do start clearing these lows over here, looking to the daily time frame once again, if we honestly do start clearing these lows, at that point we can see something like this playing out, right? If we start turning this area here into some sort of significant resistance, some sort of like, you know, strong resistance, and we start clearing this 80 area where we have a lot of buy orders as well, at that point you're just gonna see that sellers are in control and there is more selling pressure at that point. You know, obviously if you put 2 and 2 together, you gotta understand, okay, there are more sell orders than buy orders, then technically we're going down to the next area of interest, right? It's so simple. So this could be our target. Again, we have PPI in today at 1/2, so again we can kind of have this range to the downside as well. So sells below 1780 for me makes a lot more sense. Until then, I'm just looking for a buy setup, because as I said, it can potentially grab some liquidity, retest this. This is a significant area, a lot of buy orders down here. From here we can really start shooting all the way back up. But let's say we do start seeing some sort of pullbacks from here, you don't see any sort of engulfing bullish candles, and just start retesting pretty much 1781. From there, see a lot of selling pressure kicking once again. At that point, I'll be looking to execute on a sell position from up there. But as I said, until then, this is just a range that I have. Let's look at the 30-minute time frame as well. Again, within a consolidation on the 30-minute time frame as well. Same thing once again. We're forming higher highs and higher lows over here, as you guys can see. This was the last bit of an area that we did have. As we can see from here, we saw a lot of selling momentum kick in. And so this is kind of like the top side of the consolidation as well. So if we do start clearing this now and start turning this into some sort of support, at that point also can see buyers playing out. So I'll definitely be marking this out as well, because again we have PPI today, so the confluences are going to be there, but the confirmations are going to be on the lower time frame. So the execution has to be really quick today. It has to be really rapid. Again, we have no FOMO in the market, so we'll just take what the markets give us and be grateful. And good afternoon, guys. How's everyone doing on the YouTube live chat? Hopefully you guys are ready for this amazing day. We're gonna have a lot of volatility in the markets, fingers crossed. Do you know what? Yesterday was amazing as well, especially in the month of December. We've been seeing a lot of volatility kick in, so I'm actually really grateful. And today, again, we have this news event at 1/2, guys. PPI kicking in at 1/2, so there's gonna be some sort of volatility in the markets at 1/2, which is when our session opens as well. And so we're just gonna, again guys, understand one thing. What's the market doing at the moment? We are scalpers. We trade, we let our scalps turn into intraday trades. So at the moment, scalps don't make sense within this range. Again, I've plotted some scenarios. One of the scenarios is that we break out of this consolidation to the downside, grab some liquidity, and then from there a lot of buying pressure kicks in, because we do understand the 1780 is a strong hold for buyers. There are a lot of buying orders down here. We can start to see millions and millions of buy orders being executed down here, right? And if the buy orders are obviously more compared to the sell orders, at that point we're coming all the way back up, at least to the top side of the consolidation. So that could be our leg up, that could be our move. Otherwise, as I said, said, if the selling pressure is, obviously there's more selling pressure at that point, we're going to start turning 81 into some sort of resistance, and then from there start clearing 1780 for the second time, and that should be a high probability sell setup all the way down to this level. You want to see something like this play now, these rejections from up here to start taking it down. Until then, it's just bias in my opinion. But yeah, from 1779 to 1780 we can see sells playing out, and look at this clean traffic as well. And you guys do understand, we got clean traffic over here for sells, we got clean traffic over there for buyers as well. Clean traffic is basically when you don't have a lot of orders in this range. So if we do see sellers taking control from up here, we can see really, really nice clean moves to the downside. And then from there, you can also see some sort of corrections all the way back up as well. Again, depends on market conditions, right? If there is a lot of volatility at that point, we can expect correction as well. Otherwise, again, this is just a scenario. It might not play out, but it can play out. That's all trading is, right? You're plotting your scenarios and you're executing on the highest probability trade. Simple as that. So now, again, we're going to be sitting on our hands until this breaks out. We got break out of this consolidation, and yeah, we're gonna look to take one trade just like yesterday. Yesterday again, guys, it was prime example of what trading is. Yesterday, what we done, it was literally 90% waiting and then 10% execution. Our TP got hit so quickly. It was so amazing, and we're going to do the same thing today, and we're going to keep on repeating that until Feb, and then from Feb we're going to start taking more risk, we're going to start taking more trades. Until then, just going to be really, really disciplined, one trade a day pretty much, max 2 trades a day. If it's a losing day, you got to accept our loss as well. But again, we're not expecting any sort of losses anytime soon, but it can happen, part of the game, right? So you got to be ready for it. Paul, how's your challenge account going? Phase 2, talk to us.
Just got 1 more % to go.
There we go. Amazing. So today, Garcia, you're gonna pass hopefully. It today, yeah? There we go. We're gonna celebrate, guys. Garcia's doing his My Forex Funds challenge. He passed his phase 1, I think, within 2 weeks, and now he's passed. I mean, how long has it been since you started the phase 2 now?
I don't even know, but it hasn't been a whole 5 days.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a week, and the guy's made almost 5%. That's insane, right? Within this month, bro. Within this month. This is amazing. And all the trades you took were with us on the live stream, right?
Yeah.
There you go, guys. Look at that.
And GJ.
And he took, I think, 1 GJ trade as well. But bro, I'm telling you, leave GJ alone now.
Yeah, I told you, just get it out of my system, dog.
Yeah, the man said he's just getting it out of his system. So next year he's just gonna focus on gold. I was like, yeah, you see, whatever works for you, my brother. But look at this now. Again, a lot of buying pressure does kick in from here. So what I'm thinking this is going to be is liquidity grab sort of move, and then from there a lot of buyers are gonna take control once again from down there. But again, we are fluid in the market, so we're prepared for either setup. We're prepared for this sell setup. Look how clean this range is to the downside, and PPI is making me honestly just excited now, because if PPI kicks in and the sells start to play out, we're gonna have this range to play within. It's amazing. We're gonna see at least 50-60 pips minimum, so it'll be amazing session. Got another 13 minutes left before PPI kicks in, and let's see what it does. Also, let's look at the structure on the 4 hour once again. I just want to see the 4 hour. I know the previous one had a little bit of a rejection from the downside, so look at this now. Technically, what this one has done up here now is it's retested this resistance area. If you actually just like drag this to the left as well, you guys go see, right? So you do have a lot of rejections from up here. You do get a lot of rejections. This is a significant sort of area over here that we have. You can see again a retest over here. If I just drag this to the left a little bit more, you guys can see this. Look, retest all the way down here. From there, a massive push to the top side. Support being formed here. Another retest to start pushing down. And so we've had a lot of rejections, and it usually does turn into a pullback area as well. So now we're starting to see a rejection from here. Technically, this candle here formed a low, and at this point now this one's done a retest, formed the upper wick to start forming a new low. So as soon as we start breaking below this, look, it's going to come down to the next area of interest, which is 1780. So I have no doubt about that. As soon as we start breaking below this, we're going to see a nice push, at least 20-30 pips. So if there is a way for me to execute on this, if the structure is there on the minute time frame or even low time frames, maybe 5-minute time frame, I will be looking to execute on a sell position from here as well. Because what happens with liquidity when liquidity is being grabbed is that you get those explosive moves. So it will be one of those fast sort of execution moves, making it like risk free literally straight away, and then letting the TP either get hit or, you know, being stopped out at break even, and then, you know, executing on the buy setup if A shows up. But if the sells work out and we catch it all the way from up here, it's going to be insane. You're going to be seeing 100 pips for sure if everything goes to plan. But again, as I said, we're going to have to first wait for this area here to break. Again, this whole massive move to the top side, this was your leg back up. This was the first leg up. This is when you formed the second leg from. You guys can see from here we started to see again higher highs and higher lows being formed. After that, now this became your second leg up, because again you're violating these highs, you're forming a new high, and so this becomes your second leg up now. And then from here now we've just been in a minor consolidation, broke out of the consolidation, again consolidation, potentially will break down, and this area here will kind of like tell me, okay, now either we're going to start tapping this area and then from there start to push up once again, because this is where we did form the highs from. So until we start breaking below this, we're not violating the structure laws. But again, you got to start to see which area holds a lot of sell orders, which area you can literally see rejections from. This is 81 area that we're going to see. We've seen rejections from now, so we start breaking below 81. 1780 is going to be the next area of interest, so I'm looking to really see how price reacts around this area. So if we start bouncing off of this area and start holding 81 as a resistance, I'm going to take a sell position all the way down to at least 1778, and then from there I'm going to obviously make it risk free, secure profits. And if it starts breaking below this and we start turning this into some sort of resistance and we see a lot of selling pressure here, oh man, if we start turning this area into resistance, it's going to be a clean drop all the way to the downside. Look at your daily candle as well. Previous one rejected. This one's about to break the lows of the previous daily candle as well, because previous daily candle again had just such a minor bottom wick. We were expecting a bottom wick to be formed, but you know, the buy setup showed up, so we executed on a buy setup. So technically this can be forming the bottom wick now, because there is no bottom wick in the previous candle. There is, it's just a really tiny, so it has to have some sort of sustainable bottom wick. Looking at the weekly candle as well, look at that, literally no bottom wick in the weekly candle whatsoever. So this could be your move now. Oh, it's starting to drop, guys. It's starting to drop before PPI. Oh, look at this beast. Look at this, breaking out the consolidation. Now this is great for us. So if we can actually grab this liquidity before PPI, with PPI we can have straight away, we can start to execute. This is amazing. Now let's just see how it reacts, because as I said, look, it's going to start dropping first, and let's see how it reacts around 1780. Look, it's starting to violate all structure laws, but again the leg up started from here. So let's see how it reacts around this level. Starting to look quite bearish now. This is that liquidity grab on gold. What's up, D? Hey, what's up, Scotty? What's up, everyone, man? What's up, Amir? What's up, guys? Hope everyone's good. Oh, gold's about to sink, man. Gold's about to sink, honestly. I think from here we can expect a nasty rejection. Hey, how are you, Finbar? You good, bro?
Doing good, yeah. How's things?
Everything good, my brother, man. Everything good. We got PPI today at 1:30, so it'll be a volatile session. Already starting to see a lot of volatility in the market. Just broke out this consolidation now. Okay, let's just refresh this now. Yeah, see, gold's about to sink. We're about to see a Titanic come to play today. Oh, this is about to sink, guys. Gold is about to sink. Man, we got 8 minutes left before our session opens. I can't take anything, but gold's about to sink, guys. Fasten your seatbelts, because this is about to drop. But look at this area that we're tapping now from here. Significant amount of buyers are going to take control at this point. Now gold's going to start shooting all the way back up, but we still can't execute because we got 7 minutes left before our session opens. Look at this, retesting this area here at this point. Now it starts breaking below this, or coming all the way down to 17.78. But look at this area just being respected at this point after grabbing liquidity. With PPI we start turning 1781 into support. I'm taking this bad boy all the way to the top side. This is that liquidity grab. Amazing. Come on, gold, come on. This is the longest 7 minutes of my life, I swear, because I wanted to just stay down here, and then with PPI we can have that amazing move either to the top side or the downside. This is not formal, by the way, guys. Trust me, this is not formal. But look at this, just playing out to the T at this point. Now had rejections from this area, which I did tell you guys about. Gonna break down, grab liquidity, and from here he's gonna start telling us now if the sells are gonna play out or the buyers are gonna play out. Let's just see. Previous candle was quite bullish, and if this one starts breaking above as well, if it starts breaking above 1781 and starts kind of like holding this level as a support, you're at least coming up to 1781.874. From there again, you want to see also rejections. If you get a rejection, or you're gonna start turning that area into some sort of support. But I think buyers are gonna start playing out now nicely, man. Oh, this is so, oh man, why did it not happen during PPI? It's alright, guys. No FOMOs over here. No FOMO over here. We're gonna get something nice with PPI as well. Imagine if this was the move and PPI does nothing. I'm playing about, guys. I'm just playing about, teasing everyone over here. Another 6 minutes. That's gonna be the actual move. This is literally just grabbing liquidity at this point now. So this, you guys should be more excited now. Liquidity, when it meets with half one, which is a really volatile session anyway, and then you have PPI at half one, man, all of these together are bound to give you something, that's for sure. I don't care what month it is, all of these, when they align together, they're bound to give you those massive moves. So it will be one of those things that you might just have to take those impulsive entries, honestly. Look at the way this is just respecting these highs at this point as well, honestly. You start breaking below this again, we'll come in at least down to 1778. And at that point, you're tapping those structural lows. So if we can start doing that now, before PPI, I would really like to see that. Because otherwise, again, it becomes a bit tricky for us to kind of like take a sell position just yet. Because it can really start to reject from this level. So I would like you to first retest this level. After that, see how we start to play around this level. But this is amazing. Now we have broken out of the consolidation on the 30-minute time frame as well, grabbing some liquidity. But again, the leg up kind of did start from here. So again, you guys got to understand, we can technically just be grabbing a lot of liquidity because we are trading within intraday time frame, right? You got to understand, weekly could just be forming the bottom wick again. Previous daily candle, we were expecting it to form a bottom wick. It didn't. We executed on a buy setup yesterday. So this candle just could be forming that bottom wick now. Oh, this is coming down. This is coming down all the way to 1778. 1778 is coming. I told you, you know, when gold drops, nobody can stop gold. It just sinks, man. It just sinks. Oh man, this is about to sink. If we can start breaking these lows and start turning this area into resistance with PPI, I'm taking this sell position. Until then, I'm literally just waiting. Because sells for me below 1778, you got this clean range, like no FOMO whatsoever. Until then, I'm just gonna see, because they can really easily start bouncing up from here as well. That's the thing. Oh, see, gold is just such a volatile pair, man. Like, gold just makes me happy. Even this month, you're not gonna see other pairs doing that. Obviously, yeah, you can, but I'm just talking in general. But with gold, just a volatile pair, guys.
That's what I was thinking, brother. Like, we've had this whole month.
Bro, he's about to
had
drop.
moves.
Bro, it starts breaking below 1770. It's not gonna stop anymore. It's not waiting for us, guys. If it starts breaking below this, it's not gonna wait for us. It's not gonna wait for those 3 minutes either. Oh man, I'm really getting tempted, bro.
They'll stop, dog.
Hey, bro, it starts breaking below this. Oof, there's clean traffic to the downside as well. Do you know what? I'm gonna wait for PPI. It's gonna form the upper wick first. But if we start breaking below this, ooh, it's gonna. See, gold is just such an exciting pair, guys. Such an exciting pair. Literally, you plan something and you just see it playing out in front of your eyes. It just makes you happy. Just gives you that extra bit of confidence as well. But I'm just gonna make sure my magic keys is ready now. Okay, this area here, either you're gonna see a lot of buying pressure kick in from here now, or we're gonna start turning this into a resistance, start breaking below this, and I'm in a trade. We start breaking below this. And again, do you want to be extra bit careful? If we do have an upper wick first and then we reject and start forming lows, at that point I'll take an impulsive entry. But if it does just start to push down first straight away, it's going to become a bit tricky because it can potentially just stop pushing back up. You want to be super careful with the positions now. Another 2 minutes left. Oh my, gold is just how much has this candle pushed? This 30-minute candle, it's pushed about 65 pips. That's great, man. Broke out of this consolidation as well. Okay, let's really just see what happens now. It's still holding as well. Like I can see on the minute time frame, it's literally just holding. Another minute left for PPI, guys. Man, honestly, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start marking up the wicks on my MetaTrader 4 as well, just to get that instant entry. If it pushes up to the structure highs and I see a massive rejection to the downside, I'm just gonna take an impulsive entry, honestly. This is a danger area though. You guys got to keep that in your mind. This is when you did form the leg up from. So this is actually a dangerous area. Want to be extra bit careful around here. So safest play will be to wait for this to break, some sort of pullback and enter. But are we really going to see a pullback with a PPI? So it might just be one of those things. If you see a nice candle close and then the next one just starts breaking the lows, might just have to enter based off candles and might just not see pullbacks. But I think that would be the safest play. Again, I'm going to use this area here as a confluence as well. There we go. This is PPI now at this point. Okay, it's trying to push down. It's rejecting a little bit. It's attempting to break to the downside. Now it's forming a bottom wick. Okay, there is an attempt to break to the downside. It doesn't have an upper wick, so that's it. It has lows now at this point. Let's see if it comes up to form that upper wick and what sort of momentum we get as well with this candle. Because this, again, area here, we start breaking, guys, this might just be our buy setup now playing out. I really want to see how this plays out. Honestly, from here, again, we're really fluid in the market. Buys can play out as well. We haven't violated the structure lows. Just keep that in your mind. Have liquidity in the market. We start turning this area into some sort of support, which is 1780. We're going to see a rocket ship of a candle to the top side. And I might just look for a buy setup there. Let's just see how this candle closes, honestly. Either the next one's going to fake this previous minute candle up, or we're going to start just exploding out of this. Do you know what? I want to see how this one closes now and how the next one opens. Okay, next one's forming the bottom wick. I might be looking to take a buy position here soon if we start breaking to the top side, honestly. With PPI, just let the 1-to-1 get hit. Do you know what, guys? If it starts pushing up again, we're turning this area into support. I'm going to take a buy position. We start breaking above this structure highs, we're going up, man. I'm taking a buy position, honestly. Because as I said, liquidity, there we go. I'm about to go in this bad boy. Give me that second push to the top side. Stop breaking up. Stop breaking 1781.30. We're pushing all the way to the top side. Until then, it's just a retest. Upper wick being formed to start actually giving us the actual move. So if it starts breaking above this now, again, I'm in this by itself. It has no business breaking above this structure. No business whatsoever. Man, I'm in this. We start breaking above this now with momentum. I'm in this. Look at the previous candle, just engulfed everything to the left. It makes sense. It's a really high volatile session. So, you know, really aggressive pullback. But it shouldn't break above these highs once again. It should actually start giving you the actual move, which should be to the downside now, right? And it should really start sinking at this point because gold's bearish as hell. So this is when the sells should start playing out. But if we start breaking above these highs, I'm in a buy position as well. Just being fluid in the markets, basically, guys. Okay, there we go. Starting to see selling momentum kick in now from up here, forming a double top up here. Again, haven't broken below the structure lows. So until we break below the structure lows, it becomes a bit tricky. There we go. There we go. Coming down once again after forming the upper wick. Let's look at the 30-minute candle. Look at that. It has a bottom wick now. Has broken the lows of the previous candle as well. It's tapping into the structure lows. And from here, now we should start breaking below this, honestly. Start breaking below this and see a lot of momentum to the downside. Can see sales playing out. Until then, this can technically just be retesting these lows to start pushing up as well. So got to be fluid in the markets. But the way we're forming a double top up here, sales are going to be nasty, man, if the sales play out, honestly. They're going to be super nasty. We're starting to see some sort of buying momentum kick in from down here as well. So let's see who's in more control. Again, nice rejections to the downside is looking good. But this candle here, now the way it's opening, this minute candle is about to go down as well. Man, we start breaking below this. Gold is going to dump, guys. We start breaking below this. It's going to... Ooh, there we go. Okay, I'm looking to take a sell position soon now. I'm about to jump in this bad boy. Let's just see how it starts holding. Because this is it now. I want to see this close below. And I want to see how the next candle opens. Because I don't want to take a position just yet. Magic keys are open though. From here, you can start to reject as well to the top side. But this is now crucial, guys. This is crucial. Again, C is coming all the way back up to potentially retest. So I really want to see how this candle starts to play out now. Because you've violated the structure lows at this point now. Again, this is a rejection area we are tapping into now. Until we start closing below this again, is invalid unless we start closing below this, start trading below this area. Look, this is the retest now. Let's just see what this candle does at this point. Now, there we go. Man, I'm looking to take this now. As soon as it starts breaking these lows, putting the stop loss above the current candle and expecting gold to just sink. Well, let's just see how the next candle opens as well, what it does. You want to see these lows being broken at this point now. You want to see the candle lows being broken at this point now. And I'm going to take this position. Again, another minute left, another minute left, another minute left. Still not seeing a lot of bearish momentum at the minute, so gonna wait for it, gonna wait for it, gonna wait for it. It's trying to break down, but you still have some sort of buying momentum kicking in from down here. So let's see what the next minute does, because you're gonna get the new 5-minute open. With that, there's gonna be a lot of momentum in the market. I think that's gonna give us the actual move either to the top side or the downside. But again, being super careful here now. But look, it's trying to turn this area into some sort of resistance. We start breaking below this, we got clean traffic to the left. Really clean traffic. We start breaking below these lows, we are really clean traffic to the downside. So let's see what this new minute candle does at this point now. Look, is attempting to form the upper wick now, is about to break down to the downside, is about to break 77.35. Man, it's just starting to reject from the downside as well. That's the thing. I want to see a lot of momentum just kick in. Otherwise, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna need a bigger stop loss. I want to just put my stop loss above this wick here, just to capitalize on that 1-to-1. You know what? I'm gonna put a wick all the way down here. So as soon as it starts breaking below this wick, I think impulsive entry makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. But I have to wait until we start breaking below this. Look at your 30-minute candle at this point as well. Again, seeing rejection, still haven't seen the actual move. The actual move is going to play from down here. We start breaking below this, that's when the actual move should start playing out. Until then, again, you guys can see, right? As I told you guys, this area here is going to give me that extra bit of confirmation to take an impulsive entry. So we haven't actually broken below this. But so far, so good. So far, so good. So far, so good for sales. You want to see this candle just start to engulf everything to the left at this point, man. Start becoming an engulfing bearish candle. Because the way it's just starting to reject right now, it just tells me that it wants to push up a little bit more, and I don't want to get wicked up, man. I want to see a clean drop to the downside. That's what I wanna execute on. Okay, there we go. Do you know what, guys? If it starts pushing down again, I'm in this bad boy to the downside now. Come on, retest, start breaking its own lows now. Retest, start breaking its own lows. Yeah, you know what? I'm in this sell position, guys. I'm in this sell position. Let's see how it plays out. It can still bounce up from here, but it should work on. Honestly, all the confluences are there. This is clean traffic to the left as well. As long as we hold this area as a resistance, start closing below this. So the candle is still open. Technically, is a bit tricky. But now this new candle now turning 77.41 into resistance starts breaking the lows of this previous candle. We should see a nice drop. Nice drop. At least down to 17.70. There we go. Nice. 17.70. Come on, give me that 2% on this position today. Partial TP 1 times 1. Okay, let's see how this plays out now. It's trying to break down, but still, there you go. It's trying to break down now. Position over here. Let's see how it plays out, man. Let's see how it plays out. It should be good to go because we're still respecting this area. The only concern that I do have is that technically we can start coming up to retest and maybe drop later on. At that point, I'm gonna get wicked out because my stop loss is only about 26 pips. Already, so I do want the drop to start playing out now. To be honest. Let's just see what happens, man. From here, it can really start coming up as well. So I'm gonna look to manage positions. If I start seeing some sort of engulfing bullish candle start to print out over here, it's gonna become tricky. So really do want to focus on this now here. My position is literally down here. It's a really low position. Usually our positions are from up there. So I want to really see how this plays out. There we go. Nice. Starting to see that drop now. Again, rejecting from the downside as well. Let me just show you guys one thing. Look at this now, right? We're still rejecting from the downside, guys. You see these rejections that I'm getting from down here? I don't like them. I wanted to just give me a clean drop straight to my TP. Clean drop. But we start tapping down to 1775.20. I'm going to look to make a risk free. But at the moment, the way these candles are just printing right now, I want to see a lot of bearish momentum. Otherwise, it's going to come up to retest one of the highs and then drop later on. Then it's going to wake me up, basically. And if it does wake me up, I'm just going to call it a day, honestly. No over trading for me. But look at the way this candle is printing now. Massive rejection from the downside. And this candle might just start to engulf everything to the left now. I'm going to look to manage my risk if it does that. Until then, I'm going to give it a little bit more room to breathe. As long as we respect 1778 as a resistance, I think we should be good to go up. But again, this area here, I want to see this area here being turned into resistance, not a support area. So I really want to see these lows again being violated with the next minute. In the next minute, with the new 5-minute open approaching, I want to see these lows here being violated and nice clean drop to the downside. But look at your weekly now. It has a great bottom wick as well. You're tapping into this key area. So from here, again, can expect a bounce up. But honestly, if we're going to see a drop down, it's going to be now. Otherwise, it's going to be too late into the session. So I'm expecting the drop down to be now, honestly. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. There we go. It's about to break the lows of the previous candle. Hopefully, with the new 5-minute open, we can start seeing that drop. It's a new 5-minute open now. As soon as we start breaking below this, again, the probability to the downside goes up because you're forming a new low now. So let's see if we can start breaking below this at this point. And then from there, I think we can see a nice drop. There we go. Nice. Starting to reject again from down here. I want to see a nice close below this, honestly. I want to see a nice close below 1776.500, basically. And then I'll be a happy man. Look at this beast. Oh, look at this beast. 16 pips up. There we go. Look at these cells playing out. I'm going to make a risk free at this point, though. Stop loss at break even. 17 pips up. Let's go, guys. What a nice play this was. Honestly, it can wake me out, but what can I do now? Look at this. 17 pips up. I didn't even realize that's how quick this drop was. Let's just pray my partial TP gets hit. Otherwise, it's going to stop me out at break even. Come on. Give me that partial TP. 20 pips up at this point now. There we go. Look at these cells just playing out. Oh man, this better not go all the way back up and stop me at break even. Give me my partial TP. It's struggling to go down. Come on, 20 pips up. A little bit more. That's it. Last bit of a push. That's it. Another push to the downside. And it's gonna stop me at break even. I feel like it's gonna stop me at break even. You know what I might do? I might just close half. If it starts pushing all the way back up. There we go. Another push to the downside and the push. Yes, let's go. 28 pips up. Let's go. 30 pips up. Look at this just playing out. Amazing. Nice. Winning trade, guys. See, patience pays. Make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream and drop a W as well. Look at this just playing out to the T. What a nice drop. Literally worked out to the T. Partial TP hit, and I've got 10% running on this position now. I'm just gonna let it play out. My main TP is at 55 pips at this point now. The 1-to-1 has been hit. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream as well, guys. During the month of December, we're doing this every single day with 100% transparency. And yeah, that's a winning day for us once again, guys. Still on a crazy winning streak, man. This is amazing. But yeah, honestly, again, now, let's just go back to the charts. See if we can analyze and capitalize on this position. Look, at this point now, looking to the left once again. Look, now the cells have played out, right? We have the bottom wick as well. On the intraday time frame, we're kind of like forming these lows. So potentially, if we can start tapping 1770, I'm going to look to take this position out and see if we see a lot of momentum kick into the top side. Because we technically do need to respect the weekly lows of the previous candle. But we start breaking below these weekly lows. Oh man, this is going to be a rocket ship all the way to the downside. This is going to be a Titanic. It's going to start sinking, guys. At least all the way down to 1761. This was PPI. I did tell you guys we're going to see something nice, right? That's kind of why I did take an impulsive entry as well. Usually we don't take impulsive entries, but you guys saw like this minute, 2 minutes, literally 2-3 minutes, went straight to the TP, 40 pips it dropped. That's how amazing this was. This was an amazing trade. But I think we can capitalize on something else as well, because gold is literally at all-time lows now on the intraday time frame. If you actually look at it, it's tapping into this support area as well. Usually from here you see a lot of rejections to the top side. Usually from here. One second. So now look at the daily time frame, right? Look how massive this candle is. Look how much it's pushed all together now. It's pushed about 160 pips in the month of December once again. So some of the retracements are now required. Some sort of pullbacks are required because again, how does sustainable price action moves? It moves in waves. Look at this now. You've had two massive clean candles to the downside. You have this clean traffic, right? But now when you start to obviously correct this whole move to the downside, you're going to start experiencing some pullbacks to form some sort of sustainable price action. Because how does price action moves? It makes lows, it comes up to retest a key area. From there, it breaks the lows and forms new lows, right? So this push to the top side now, over here, we can capitalize on this as well if it plays out. But obviously, we need to see this move. If it shows up, then we can capitalize on it. But wow, what amazing position that was to the downside. Just played out literally to the T, man. Sitting at about 25 pips profits. But I want to see if I can capitalize on another position, because the thing is, guys, what comes down must go up as well, especially when it comes down in this aggressive manner, because this will create some sort of imbalance in the markets, and then it needs to create some sort of sustainable price action in order to at least form new highs or lows. So let's see. The way this is holding now at this point on this level really is holding. If we start holding this, I think we're coming all the way down to the lows. So I'm going to mark this out as well, because this is when you see rejections now. This is from here, you see a lot of buyer orders being executed, and then buyers start taking it up from here. And we are starting to get some sort of rejections from here as well. Again, another minute left for the new 15-minute to open. With that, we're going to see some more volatility kick in. So let's just see what happens, man. Okay, this is the new 15-minute open now. Obviously, it needs to first form a bottom wick as well as an upper wick. After that, we're going to see the actual move. Is attempting to break down. It might break the lows of this previous candle and then literally tap 1773.355, and then from there start to push up. I want to start playing within this range now. 76 top side and 73 downside. There we go. Starting to see a nice push. Look, we're about to break these lows, and as soon as we start breaking below these lows, I think we're going to see a nice push to 73, and then from there start to bounce up. Again, it's starting to reject because it does have to form the upper wick now. There we go. This is the upper wick being formed. If it starts breaking above 1775.45, and at that point this becomes the top side of the range, we're going to start either we're going to start consolidating here, or we're going to start breaking out and start pushing all the way to the top side. I think I might be looking to capitalize on a buy position as well. I'll be completely honest with you guys if I start seeing those confirmations start to show up, because it is literally at all-time lows now, gold, on the intraday time frame. Can really see gold starting to push up as well from here. Look at this now. Again, have an upper wick on the 15 minutes as well. Is attempting to break up and down. Let's see what happens first. You guys gotta understand the 4 hours coming in the next 14 minutes as well. With that, you're gonna see a lot more volatility kick in, and the wicks are gonna be much bigger as well compared to your 15 and 30 minute wicks. With the 4 hours, gonna create much bigger wicks. So man, let's just see what happens. Let me just see how much profits I've secured as well. Okay, good. I've secured more than 1%. That's amazing. Okay, that's amazing. So far so good. Oh, there we go. This is it. This is the 15-minute attempting to form new lows now. As soon as it starts breaking these lows of the previous candle, we're going to see a nice push, at least down to this level here, where I've put this red line. And then from there, let's see if we see a lot of momentum kick into the top side. And look, if we see a lot of momentum kick into the top side now from down here, and it starts breaking the highs of the 15-minute candle, at that point, I can probably see us going up a little bit. And then possibly with the 4 hour, we can see the next move, either to the top side or the downside. Again, look at the intraday time frame. Man, we're tapping into this support area now. And we're literally tapping this massive rejection area. If we don't reject from here, the next area is literally down here as well. And I think we start clearing all of these areas at that point. Oh, 1770 is so achievable. I'm up about 30 pips on this position now, guys. 30 pips up on this position at this point now. There we go. Look at the way the candle has just started to flip now. The 15-minute candle, it's just literally started to flip at this point. Massive rejection from down here. Still starting to it's trying to break below this, and it's struggling. That's the thing. So it could be either price is now waiting for some more momentum to kick in, some more volume to kick into the markets to give us that next leg down, or 40 pips up almost, guys. I think my main TP might just get hit at this point. I might just have to move it down a little bit, man. This might just take up my TP, honestly. Look at that, 40 pips up at this point. Whoa, this is insane. It might just take up my main TP at this point, honestly. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to be too greedy, and I'm just going to take this TP out at 55 pips. Up almost 40 pips at this point. Almost up 40 pips at this point. Make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Look, guys, we're doing this with 100% transparency. Like, the more likes we get, algorithm's gonna work in our favor, the more other people can find out about us. So it's free education. Let's help the community out. This is a community. We're trying to build a community. All of us have to play our part. We got 50 people watching. Let's see if we can hit even 40 likes. That would be so amazing. So look, 40 pips up at this point now. I'm gonna take. Ooh, I think my main TP might just be getting hit at this point, guys. My main TP is literally down here. You guys can see right here. That's my main TP. Up 40 pips at this point. I think this is going to go right past my main TP, honestly, at this point. And it's going to take me out. Oh, this is about to go past my main TP. Let's see. Let's see if the main TP is coming on the live stream, guys. Main TP might be coming over here. Again, let's see what sort of areas we are tapping into now. Again, look at that rejection from 1772. So we want to see now, is this a rejection or is this just a pullback? So the candles will tell us. Candles always do tell you a story. If it's an engulfing bullish candle, at that point we're starting to see some sort of reversal kick in now. Otherwise, if it's just a little tiny sort of bullish candle, you know, 2 or 3 bullish candles, at that point it's just a pullback and you're going to see an engulfing bearish candle start taking it all the way down once again. But if it starts breaking above these highs, I might just secure some profits again. Let me just see how much I'm up on my runner. I'm up about $130. It's something, right? It's something. I might just secure some profits here, honestly. If I see a lot of momentum kick into the top side, I'm going to look to secure some profits. But again, I think another position is coming now. Gold is trying to do something. Either it's going to start sinking or it's going to start pushing up. I have a feeling, honestly, we can capitalize on another position. But right now, guys, up 40 pips. I want to take out my main TP just down here. Make sure, guys, let's see if we can hit 40 likes. Come on, guys, we can do this. We've got more than 50 people watching. Let's see if we can hit 40 likes. Again, this is a community effort. We got to come together as a community. The more likes we get, the more the algorithm's going to help us. And, you know, the more people find out about us, the better, right? We're literally here doing this with 100% transparency, guys. Not many people do that. You guys see everything. We've done our analysis. Look, it played out to the T. We executed on it, and now we're just gonna let this play out. And I think, honestly, with the new forward coming up, I can really see us either pushing up or pushing down once again. So until then, I'm not looking to take any more positions. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm not touching anything, right? But with the new forward open, I think we're gonna see that position. 1 second, guys. Okay, I think this is just gonna go right past my main TP at this point, honestly. But what I'm gonna do is, if it starts going up now, I'm gonna take out half here. I'm gonna take out half profits because it's just starting to flip at this point now. I'm gonna take out a little bit of profits, and at this point, I'm just gonna let the rest run. But honestly, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I think with the new forward open, we're gonna see something's gonna happen. Either it's gonna start sinking or it's gonna start pushing up. About 40 pips up at this point. 40 pips up at this point. And so, guys, look, my guy Paul Garcia, all he done was take all the trades with us, and he passed his phase 1 and phase 2 in less than a month, guys. So we're making some gains over here, honestly. So the only reason we can do that is because we're very disciplined. So now, how am I being disciplined? I know I'm not going to take any more trades for the next 8 minutes because the chance of me getting wicked up is really high, because with the new forward open, you got to understand the upper wicks are going to be really big, the lower wicks are going to be also really big as well. So the chance of you getting wicked up is really high. But now, let's say if I was to just wait, with that is also our opportunity. If you have an upper wick, it needs to form a bottom wick. Means, let's say if you capitalize on a sell position, just when it's forming the bottom wick, you can capitalize on it. So again, is an opportunity. Everything that's going to not work in your favor can work in your favor in trading, if that makes sense. If you just wait. That's why 90% is waiting. I'm going to wait once again. Yesterday, you guys saw we waited for the longest. We took one trade, we went straight to our TP. Again today, we waited. We plotted, waited for our scenario to play out. Our confirmations showed up. We executed. It went straight to the TP. We were up so many profits. We're going to do the same thing with the next 4 hours. Another 7 minutes left. But guys, let's hit the likes, man. We've got another 7 minutes left. We're going to start seeing if we can, obviously, see if we can take some more trades in the next 7 minutes. But let's see if we can hit some likes, guys. We got 50 people watching. Come on. All you guys got to do is just press the like button. We really do appreciate that. How many likes we got so far? So we got 25 likes. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can at least get 40 likes. 40 likes, 40 likes. 50 likes, I'll do a giveaway. You know those YouTube streamers, 50 likes, I'll do a giveaway. If 60 likes, I'll do a giveaway. I'll be giving away $100. But guys, look at that main TP is about to literally get hit on the live stream. Again, it's the month of December. We don't want to be too greedy. This account, I think after this, I'm going to be roughly up more than 1%. I just started this new challenge account on my Forex funds as well. This is a 100k account. I'm roughly up more than 1% on this. Oh yeah, you guys can see here, look, 1.7k I'm up so far. So yeah, there we go. The main TP is about to get hit. 50 pips up, guys. 50 pips up at this point. And the main TP is about to get hit at this point. There we go. Just need that slight push to the downside and this should take me out. And I think this is going to explode all the way to the downside after taking out my TP, honestly. There we go. The main TP is coming up. 52 pips up. 52 pips up. Can we get 50 likes for 50 pips? 50. Do you know what, guys? That's a fair deal. 1 pip, 1 like. 50 pips, 50 likes. There we go. It's struggling to come down to my TP, but literally just needs to push down another 2 pips and my TP is going to get hit. The main TP is going to get hit. And at that point, I'm going to wait for the new forward to open to potentially execute on another setup if it shows up. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm going to just start taking out everything here at this point now if it starts pushing up again. There we go. This should give me my TP potentially. Yeah, I'm just going to start spamming close half, close half, close half if it starts pushing up, honestly. You guys saw that. I was spamming close half, close half, close half. I'm not trying to... There we go. Give me my TP. Another pip to the downside. Do you know what it is? It's because of spreads. It doesn't even activate. The TPs don't even activate. It's actually tapping my TP, but because of spreads, it needs to push down another pip or 2 for my TP to activate. That's one thing about gold. And like literally, the thing about gold is as well, right? If it's tapping that key area, literally, it can start to reverse, like literally from the T. So it's a bit tricky. Anyway, another 5 minutes left. With the new 5 minute open, it needs to form the upper wick as well as a bottom wick. So as soon as it starts breaking below these lows, I think we're going to see a nice push to the downside or even a nice push to the top side up here. Man, let's just quickly do some fresh analysis over here. Let's see what we can capitalize on now with the new 4 hour approaching. Look at this 4 hour. We're coming down to this support area. From here, usually we see massive rejections to the top side. Massive rejections to the top side from down here. So honestly, we start turning this area into some sort of support, start pushing up to 1773 and start turning this area into some sort of support as well. With the new 4 hour approaching, I think we can see a nice clean push to at least, like, you know, this area that we have, which is an area of interest for us, 1780. I can really see that happening, honestly. Can see that happening. So I might be looking to capitalize on this buy position from down here if that does show up. And I'm gonna see if I can kind of like hold that position for 1 to 2, because obviously I'm not gonna go in with too much risk for my second position. I'll probably go in with 1% risk, to be honest. That's kind of what I go in with. Standard risk for me is 1%. Okay, we're coming down to the TP once again. Can we get the TP? I've got 0.01 running at this point now, so it doesn't matter even if my TP doesn't get hit. I've secured most of the profits down here anyway. But it would be nice to see the TP being hit, because, you know, it just gives you the extra bit of confidence, like, you know, everything played out to the T. Literally everything. This is like, you know, we're scalpers, but we turn our scalps into intraday trades. So like, you know, over long term, our risk to reward goes up to like 1 to 3 R2 or 1 to 4 R2 or 1 to 5 R2R, because it depends as well what sort of buffer you have. Let's say if you have 5% running, right? You can start securing like maybe 50% at 1 to 1 and let the rest of the 50% just run for hundreds and hundreds of pips. It can give you like crazy you know, R2R. It can give you up to like 1 to 5 R2R, and you make your trades risk free as well. A lot of traders, they don't make their trades risk free even if they're running in like, you know, 1 to 1, you know, or 1 to 2. They make them risk free once they hit like 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, and that's the best thing about it. The way we trade is the safest way to trade, and I would say this way you kind of like capitalize on every single movement, because there are so many fluctuations in the markets. You can basically capitalize on all the fluctuations. Again, as a swing trader, you can't really capitalize on every single fluctuation, and honestly, I can't be a swing trader because it's just so hard for me to hold. I like these quick moves, in and out. Take my profits. I have a trading plan. I'll trade for 2 hours a day. I'm in, I'm out, I've made my money. I'm gonna go work on my other business ventures. I'm gonna go work on my body, whatever I need to work on, right? But yeah, this is why trading is all about financial freedom. Look at that. That's why I secured most of the profits down here. It's just starting to bounce up from here now. And as I said, from here you can see buyers playing out. Look, this is the first area here being turned into support. At this point, look, second confluence should be violation of the structural highs because you saw sellers taking control from up here. Start breaking this, start coming down to turn this area into some sort of support. We're going to see a nice push to the top side. And the buyers can potentially play out with the new forward open. Oh yeah, Paul, you passed your phase 2.
Yeah, gang.
Hey, my brother. Guys, drop a like on the stream and drop congratulations, man. Paul passed his phase 2, guys. I think in less than a month. Oh, man. Like, I was so focused and zoned into the trade. I didn't even realize that. Well done, my brother, man. Big steps, bro. Big steps. I told you. Listen. And it's going to go your way.
Consistency, bro.
It's going your way now, bro. You see? Just listen, bro. Stay consistent. Stay disciplined. Next year, bro, as I said, this year our plan is to get as much funding as possible, and from February we're gonna do so much damage until
I'm gonna go full margin on the live account.
Guys, don't listen to this man right now. Look at this. He's about to hit my main TP now. Hopefully, it's just teasing me at this point. That's why I took on most of the profits.
Yeah,
I don't want to be
Goldilocks
teased.
has been teasing you, bro.
Do you know what it is, bro? I wanna potentially execute on one more position, so I don't want my psychology to get messed up right now. So I just took up most of the profits here, because now the new forward open is approaching. There we go. This is the new forward open. It's gonna potentially start pushing down now, and I want to see how much of a rejection we get to the downside. This is it. It should take out my TP at this point. This is it. My TP should be taken out. Look, it's tapping into my TP as well, but because of spreads, it's just not activating. Like literally, I was up 54 pips and my TP is literally 53 pips. Yeah, look, 50. Oh no, pips is 50. There we go. TP has been hit, guys. Drop a like. That's a winning trade right there. So now, honestly, as I said, I'm looking to see if I can execute on a buy position from down here because the potential to the top side is insane as well. But again, sells can start playing out now. I'm not saying buyers are going to play out. You can see the sells playing out. Insane amount of selling pressure can just kick in. It was just waiting for that volatility. There we go. This is that momentum to the downside now. Ooh, there is no upper wick on the 4 hours. Oh, ooh, if we see some sort of dirty rejections from down here now, it's violating the structural laws at this point as well. Man, look at that. This area is tapping into. If we start holding above this area now, man, I'm gonna just turn my menu keys on, honestly. I'm gonna turn them on.
DA, are you trading both?
What do you mean, my brother?
The MFF and FTMO?
FTMO, I'm keeping it for Feb, bro. I'm not trying to lose any sort of money on there. So I'm gonna start trading the FTMO from Feb. Because it's a big account.
Yeah.
My Forex funds is a small account, so I don't mind trading it now. But all the big accounts, I'm leaving them for
Makes
Feb.
sense, yeah.
Yeah, when there's more volatility in the markets. But yeah, TP has been taken out. Look at this sell is just playing out so nice, man. So nice. I'm gonna literally just kind of like input some more risk and see what we can capitalize on now. Because today, honestly, we're gonna see some sort of crazy momentum kick into the markets. So I'm expecting something crazy today, honestly. Yeah, it's taken up my main TP. So let's just see now. Look at your 4 hour. Potentially, so at this point, we have violated the structural laws as well. This is amazing. If you guys know why this is amazing, because of liquidity, this is amazing. The more it pushes down like this, the better it is, honestly. This is going to create an imbalance in the markets, and eventually you're going to start seeing correction at this point. The one thing is, though, I would not be looking to take a sell position all the way down here because, again, this is too low for me to sell. I don't sell this low. I have either I'll sell it from the mid-range or the top side. So for me, now is all about waiting for those pullbacks and see how price reacts. And again, let's go back to the 4 hour. Man, look at this momentum about to kick into the top side. I feel like just jumping into this quick sniper entry, but we have to wait for our confirmations. Next area, I'm looking to see how we react around this area now, the next area that we are approaching, and then I want to see this support area here again being turned into some sort of support, not resistance. Now I see momentum kick in now to the top side. It has to form the upper wick as well, so we can easily capitalize on that 1-to-1 position. Yeah, most definitely we can. Let's just see how it plays out over here, man. Turn my magic keys on. Okay, look at the minute candle. A lot of momentum to the downside at the moment. You're not seeing a lot of pressure to the top side just yet. When I see clean candles starting to print out at this point. At the moment, it just sells. There is no buying confirmation just yet. gonna have to wait for our confirmations. First thing I'm looking for is a nasty rejection from down here now. As you guys can see, we are tapping into the rejection zone, have violated these structural laws. Again, this was expected, right? But now, look, we start turning this area into some sort of support again. This move to the top side can be imitated because of this imbalance we have formed in the markets. So some sort of move to the top side can be imitated. Something like this can happen again. So I would be looking to execute on that now. Usually, I would not be taking 2 trades during this month. But look at that, man. We don't have any sort of high impact news coming in until so tomorrow we do, but I think after that I think we don't have any more, do we, for USD? Yeah, it's just the orange folder. But this week is actually interesting. It's an interesting week this week. We're gonna see a lot of volatility in the markets, and volatility gets me excited, man, honestly, because we can take so many amazing setups, and like, you know, we still just take that one high probability setup because that's what trading is about. And it just like makes us happy. It just shows us like how disciplined we are as traders. That's what professional trading is all about, honestly. Like, because again, you know, I always say this, there will be hundreds and hundreds of opportunities and possibilities. You're looking to scale out on the highest probability sort of setup. So, you know, you're looking to take the one possibility which gives you the highest probability of winning. That's how you need to see trading. You need to approach trading as a game of probabilities, if that makes sense. Wait, it says my internet connection is unstable. What's happening over here? Whoa, what's happening over here?
It's coming in and out.
Yeah, I think we've done too much damage to the markets today.
I kept thinking it was me because I'm usually the one with the internet problems.
Oh no, usually I never have internet problems, but I think we've done too much damage to the markets today, honestly. That's what it is. Look, again,
That
it's
was
just
crazy.
holding. Yeah. So, Case, how's your account going so far? Any updates?
Well, I mean, today I'm up 1.5.
Oh, 1.5%. Nice, nice, nice.
Hell
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing. See, the whole
I
team's
took-
winning. The whole team's winning. Love to hear it. Do you know what it is,
And
guys?
full transparency on this side, bro. That's what's amazing about it.
That's what I'm saying, guys. You guys gotta understand, right? This industry is filled with frauds and, like, you know, people trying to suck money out of you through, like, you know, signals and things like that. We're literally doing this for free, man. We're trying to build a community. So that's what I'm saying. Make sure you guys are always playing your part. Help us like build this community, because we all gotta do this together. I can't do this by myself. I'll always be here. Trust me. I'm never gonna give up. I don't give up. I'm not sort of person that gives up. So trust me, I'm gonna be here till the end. But again, you guys got to play your part as well, because I can't make it possible just by myself. But once we come together as a community, this is going to turn into something amazing, man. Like, the sky's the limit. That's what it is. The sky's the limit. Okay, look, again, we're starting to consolidate here now. You want to see this consolidation break? And potentially 1769 being turned into some sort of support. Start tapping into 1770, and once we tap into 1770, I want to see what sort of reactions we get as well. Again, we are quite bearish, so it doesn't make sense to just jump in a buy position just yet. There are no confirmations, but if those confirmations do show up, man, I think we can see something for sure. So Paul, man, what's been helping you? Like, talk to the people. Them, like, what's been helping you now? Like, you know, recently, what's changed? Like, you know, all of a sudden, bro, you've become so profitable. Like, what was it that's changed? Like, what was it? Like, what helped you out to get you to this level?
Dude, literally risking such a small amount of percentage is so easy on the mind.
Yes,
You
sir.
don't gotta, like, when you're in drawdown on, if you're risking 0.5%, it's easy.
Paul, tell them about the very first session me and you had before, you know, I was not even on social media. Tell them about that first session, how much you used to risk, and how much your account was.
Oh, man, I used to risk like 4% on a daily basis, dog.
Oh man, I had a session with this man. How long was it ago? That was a long time ago, was it not?
It was right before I went away.
I think it's been more than a year though, easily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was like a month or two before I went away, and that's when I was over leveraging like on a consistent basis every day, over leveraging.
Do you know what it is, guys? It's a game of psychology. You guys gotta understand that if you're like over risking, over trading, like if you're tempted to take a trade every day, it's just not gonna work out. Look, I know gold can start dropping now, but I have no FOMO. I've made my money for the day. I am looking to potentially execute on one more setup, which is a buy setup if it shows up. Yeah, I'll possibly look to execute on it because again, R2R makes sense. But for me right now, it doesn't make sense to take a sell. This gold is literally at all-time lows on the intraday time frame. You're tapping into this support area on the daily time frame. Look at the weekly. The weekly had to form a bond wick. The weekly has a bond wick now. So if the actual move is actually to the top side, it can start playing out. The actual move can start playing out. You're grabbing all of this liquidity by violating these weekly lows. Again, the range can be to the downside. The range can to the downside can be 1761. I'm not saying that you can't push down even more. It can still drop. That's gold. Gold can still sink. But again, for me, I don't want to sell gold when it's at all-time lows on weekly, when it's at all-time lows on an intraday time frame. When you're tapping into these key areas, I've made my money for the day. What reason do I have? But now, if I can catch gold from literally down here when it's at all-time lows on intraday time frame, then guess what? The R2R makes sense. Do you know, that's kind of how you got to look at trading. And again, if you have discipline, man, no one can tell me that you can't make money in trading. Man, we're making money in December. This is the hardest month to trade. January, we're going to make money. I think January is actually less hard compared to December. December is probably like the hardest month to trade. After Christmas is going to be slow as well, but it's going to start picking up again. Feb is going to be amazing, the amount of moves we're going to get, because let me show you one thing, right? We're within this consolidation. Even though we're seeing these nice moves every day, we are scalpers, right? But understand one thing, we are within this consolidation. This is a range. You're not expecting a range to break within this month or even the next month. It can happen, right? It's a volatile week. We might see us breaking out of the range. It is possible once again. But what happens when you're in a consolidation? Price goes to the lows, the downside of the consolidation, it comes all the way back to the top side of the consolidation. It comes to the top side of the consolidation, it goes back to the downside of the consolidation. It's just so simple. It is so simple, right? So right now we are within this consolidation if you actually look at the bigger picture. And until we break out of this, you're not going to see anything like this or anything like that. So it's so simple. We're just trading within this consolidation for now. So that's actually the hardest way to trade as well. And if you can trade the consolidation and especially be profitable in this month, trust me, when those good months come, which are coming, are ahead of us, we're going to be making a killing, guys. So I'm really excited for the future. Really, really excited for the future. Are you going to trade throughout December? Yeah, we're going to be trading throughout December. We're going to be trading throughout Jan as well, January as well. We're going to then start taking it to the next level from Feb. We're going to start trading like really big capital from Feb. So until then, I'm trying to get as much capital as possible. That's kind of what my goal is right now, to get as much capital as possible. But guys, let's do a little Q&A if you guys have any sort of questions for us. Again, as I said, waiting for our setup to show up. I'll give it till NYSE open, which is another couple minutes left now. 19 minutes to be precise. So until then, if you guys have any trading questions for us, you're more than welcome to ask us, guys. Any sort of questions. Let's do a little Q&A. And if the setup does show up, I'll let you guys know. Until then, we're just gonna wait, sit on our hands. As I said, I'm not looking for any more sells. We are within this consolidation now. We've had the move down. We don't have any sort of high impact news coming up either. Literally NYSE is coming up. This is still December. NYSE might just not do nothing whatsoever. But if it does something, what I'm expecting is a correction of this move down. That's kind of what I want to see, the correction to the top side. That's what I'm interested in. Again, it can drop. You trading live every day? Yes, sir. We trade live every single day, actually. Monday to Friday, we trade. Guys, best thing to do is actually follow me on Insta. My Insta is d.a_forex, because I literally post, I think, 5-10 minutes before I go live on YouTube. And you guys can literally ask me all the questions on Insta as well. I'm on there. I reply really fast as well. So you guys can just follow me on Insta. And if someone's, if you guys are willing to learn this, show up every single day, man. And if you feel like, you're getting consistent, hit me up for a one-to-one session. I can offer that to you. As long as you're not new to the markets and you have some sort of experience, you understand the strategy a little bit, I can even offer you a one-to-one session. Okay, look at this now, starting to see some sort of rejections. Now, maybe in the next 2 minutes, the new 15-minute candle can start pushing up a little bit more. Because again, it's got to create the upper wick as well as the bottom wick, right? So let's see what it does. The new 15-minute open. That's going to be now when we're going to see some more volatility kick into the markets. Look at this 4 hour. It doesn't even have an upper wick. It's broken these structure lows. This is basically break of structure at this point now. Oh, man, we're tapping into this area here as well. Literally the next area is down here. Like the potential of the buy setup playing out from like 1766 to 1767 is really high in my opinion. DA, I'm late today's session. Can you explain quick about this gold sell trade anyway after the stream? I'm watching recap. Yeah, honestly, as I said, look, you guys saw, right? I was telling you guys, look, you have to see who's in control, the sellers or the buyers. You gotta understand what moves the markets. The orders move the markets, the buy orders, the sell orders. You know, if the majority of the orders are sells, then price is going to go down. Look, again, we have majority of sell orders here. We executed on it. Again, we're just little fish in the market, guys. We got to swim with the big wheel. Like the big wheel is going to move the markets. We're just going to start swimming with them. When they start swimming, we need to kind of analyze and we need to kind of like pick up on it. Like, okay, now that's the big wheel. It's starting to, you know, push down. And then we're jumping in. And we're also not looking to, you know, stay till the end. We're just looking to capitalize on our TPs and be out. That's the safest way to trade. And this is risk-free trading the way we do. We make our trades risk-free straight away. You guys saw me do that. And again, this was clean traffic to the top side, to the downside. Clean traffic means basically there are not a lot of significant amount of orders within that price range, if that makes sense, right? So you're not going to see any sort of crazy rejections when you start to, you know, break below a certain target and you have clean traffic below that. That's what clean traffic is. It just means that there is not, you know, billions and billions of orders being executed within that range, and you can expect a clean move to your TP. That's what clean traffic actually is, if that makes a lot of sense. I'm expecting weak moves after today. Yeah, I mean, again, tomorrow we do have our high volatile session, so can see something tomorrow, but maybe after tomorrow we're gonna start to calm down a little bit. Yeah, tomorrow expecting something again. We have retail sales, core retail sales at 1:30 once again. So make sure you guys do tune in for this as well. Again, we're going to see volatility. Volatility equals a lot of pips. Keep that in your mind. And so again, tomorrow is going to be another exciting session. But I think after that, we might start to calm down a little bit. But again, we do have some more news as well, though. Even after tomorrow, we have our orange folder for USD. There you go. See that, right? At 2:15, we got this folder at 1:30. We got again news, but I think after Thursday, Friday might be a little bit of a choppy day. We'll see though. We'll see. We'll go day by day. That's the best thing about our strategy. We're just aiming for 1-to-1. So even when we are technically in a consolidation, we can get our moves. That's the best thing about it, right? We can always capitalize on a move.
Oh wow, next week is Christmas week.
Yes,
God,
sir.
we just been coasting through this month, just
Yes,
riding the
sir.
wave.
Yes, sir. Next week
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, next week is gonna be a bit tricky, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that on a Friday, USD bank holiday as well. So we're not gonna be able to trade next week Friday. That's a bank holiday, and let's look at the week after. Again, bank holiday on a Monday, Tuesday. The week after is gonna be 2 bank holidays. Monday and Tuesday is gonna be a bank holiday. That's for GBP, CAD, NZD, AUD, not for USD. So actually we can trade the week because look, it's not the USD bank holiday. So that's okay. Yeah. So it's literally just the next week. We're not going to be able to trade Friday. Other than that, we can literally trade every single day.
What's the 31st, bro?
31st is Friday, bro.
That's 30. Okay. So we got New Year's on a Saturday.
Yeah, it's not a bank holiday either for USD. For JPY and Euro is a bank holiday. And
straight.
January is gonna be here again. Bank holidays for NZD, AUD. Bank holiday for. But USD is actually. Oh, we have January. We do have bank holidays, so got to keep that in our mind for USD. But after that, I think from 4th of Jan is gonna start going back to normal. Yeah, from 4th of Jan is gonna be back to normal basically. Okay, there we go. Another 13 minutes left, guys. We're going to see if we can potentially execute on a setup around NYSE. Otherwise, we're going to call it a day on this session. How many likes do we have on the stream, by the way? Can someone check that for me?
32.
32 likes, right?
Yeah, we need eight
Amazing,
more.
Guys, let's see if we can get that up to a little bit more.
Por favor.
Por favor. It means thank you, right?
Yeah.
Por favor, gracias.
A huevo.
Sí,
I don't want to know what this man Eddie means by he can't climax. What the
Hey, bro,
fuck?
keep it PG. I think it's all these pimps, man. They're doing something to the people, then.
That can't be healthy, dude.
Bro, I don't want to talk about it, man.
You gotta
Come on,
you
let's.
gotta have a healthy life balance with
Hey,
this
Paul,
trading
let's
shit.
stick to trading advice. You know, you can give that advice in your own time. Let's just stick to trading advice for now. Uh, Again, look at it, just ranging at this point, man. It's just ranging.
You got
Honestly, I'm
12
just
minutes
expecting.
till
Do you know what? I'm gonna.
NYSE.
That's where it is. NYSE. I'm expecting something. Uh, Again,
Some sort of correction, I feel
some
like,
sort.
would
That's
be.
what I'm expecting. Some sort of correction because these areas that we are tapping into now, really strong key zones as well. So from here, if we see NYSE momentum, we can potentially execute on that 1-to-1. But yeah, man. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. So far, so good, man. Week's been really profitable, honestly. Guys, any more questions for us in the YouTube live chat? Because we still have like 11 minutes left until NYSE open. So if you guys have any sort of like questions for us, any sort of questions like psychology related, trading related, personal life questions, whatever, man. As long as they're not too deep, because I don't want to start crying on the live chat, live stream. So make sure you keep it PG. Go ahead, ask us those questions. Do you guys think I should start playing some sort of music in the background? But again, I'm not going to be actually hearing the music myself. Only you guys are going to hear it in the YouTube live stream. Do you guys want me to start playing some sort of music? Do you think that would help? Let us know. Because like I want as much feedback as possible because I really do want to improve this live stream. You know, quite passionate about this. So if any feedback you guys do have, let me know. Someone said no music. Okay, that's good. Because to be
Like
honest,
music.
say that again, Kay.
No music.
Okay, the people say no music. I like commentary. That's amazing. The thing is, I'll be completely honest. Yeah, for me, when I'm trading, I can't even listen to anything. Like even a little bit slight noise can kind of like distract me and throw me off. Because the way we trade is so intense. We're looking at every single thing. Like we're literally trading. Guys, realize one thing, right? Look how powerful this is. Right now, we're trading just from from daily down to minute. Usually we trade from like monthly down to minute, so we don't miss even a single thing. That's how intense our trading is, guys. Literally. No music, because sometimes you can hear more the music than the person. Yeah, most definitely, guys. We're gonna keep the music away. That's good. Again, feedback. If you guys have any sort of feedback, let us know, man. Let us know, because around Feb, I have big plans for this stream as well. I'm gonna take it to the next level. Like hundreds and hundreds of people are going to be watching us right now. As I said, we're just like loading up. I'm just planning a couple of things. From Feb, I'm going to start executing on a lot of things. Again, we're just pushing down. Got another 9 minutes left, man. So Paul, what are you trading now then? Your personal capital?
Yeah, now I'm just gonna go back to it.
Okay. Nice, amazing. Yeah, don't be touching that card no more, bro.
I'll just go full margin. I swear. I
Yeah.
swear I will.
Hey, you better not say swear, bro. No way, man. Because I know you're a man of your words, so I don't know if I want to trust you when you say
No, I
as.
won't do all that.
Huh?
You're just gonna chill.
Yeah. No, but bro, once you get your funded account now, honestly, again, remember what we spoke about. Get some sort of initial capital for yourself, withdraw the capital, and then reinvest it into a bigger account.
Yeah, I think
That's
the
the
first
best
payout's
approach.
like 30 days after or whatever.
Yeah, I think first you're gonna get 75% profit split. That's amazing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then it
Again,
goes
now,
to 85.
exactly, because you don't have to like stick to this account, because again, trading sky's the limit. You always have to level up. But again, you have to pace it, right? I'm not saying
Yeah, but
rush
then
into it, but pace it.
yeah, and it's still copy trading my live account, so it's no biggie.
Exactly,
Just
exactly.
chilling.
That's the best thing about it. Now you can get so much funding. Even one prop firm is offering you up to like 2 mil in capital. So imagine if you're funded by like 3-4 prop firms, like trustworthy prop firms, and you can use copy trader, man, you can have millions in capitals. That's why trading is the best business now, honestly. So no one can tell me trading is not the best business. Only people who are not profitable can tell me trading is not the best business, but that's because they don't put that work in. I haven't missed a trading day in a long time. You guys can probably tell that by the YouTube live streams. Like, I don't remember the last time I missed out on a YouTube live stream. Maybe one time when I was ill, but that's about it. That's what it is, guys. If you're consistent, you put that work in, everything in life is possible. No one can tell me, like, this is not possible, that's not possible. Like 90% fail. How can you be the 10%? What's so special about you? 90% fail because of their mindset. I have a mindset of the 10%. That's what's special about me. It's not special about me. It's that I work on myself every day. I don't give up. Are you withdrawing already from the funded account? I would say I don't. I mean, to be honest, it really depends, right? It really depends. If you want to build a buffer, you can hold, but I would usually. This is what I do. Like, again, it's your money, it's your choice, but I usually do withdraw. I don't keep any money more than a month. I don't keep any money in those accounts. Every month I do withdraw, because you got to treat yourself, guys. Like, at the end of the day, it's just numbers, right? But when you actually hold it, like the physical, you don't understand the value of money unless you're actually like holding it. You can go and spend it. You know what I mean? Don't even need to hold it, but you need to treat yourself sometimes, so you can actually like feel it as real. Otherwise, it's just numbers, man. Unless you can actually use the money, it's not real. So I do recommend kind of like you guys do withdraw every month. At least withdraw something, man. But you can have that buffer. If you want to have the buffer, 10%, whatever it is. It depends how big your account is, because 10% is going to be 20k on a 200k account. You really want to keep that in your funded account? For me, not really. I'd rather just take that out, put it somewhere else, put that money to work. Do you know what I mean? Like 20k can make you a lot of money if you put it to work. Especially in crypto, it can make you a lot of money.
You got to reward yourself, because this shit ain't easy.
Yes, sir. Always. Like, look, at the end of the day, that's how human brain is wired. Like, when you reward yourself, like when you start to like reward yourself, you want to start doing the same thing again, but this time you take the intensity to the next level, because you want to receive now more out of this. That's how human brain is wired. So yeah, guys, always reward yourself, in my opinion. Great place, Compass. See you soon on the Zoom. Better make a little breakfast. Yeah, bro. See you after on the Zoom. I'm doing the 1-to-1 session with NGC Losa after. Is it Losa? Is that how you say his name, Paul? Your guy.
Yeah, Losa.
Losa. So yeah, guys.
That's That's the dog. That's the bro.
Yeah, that's your bro. Yeah. Losa's doing a 1-to-1 session with me after this. So we're gonna go over that. Okay, we got another 4 minutes left now. Honestly, right now, just within this consolidation, I'm kind of starting to get tired at this point as well. So if the next 4 minutes I don't see insane amount of volatility kicking, I'm just gonna call it a day, because the way we trade again is really intense. I've got to be on point. So if I start to feel sluggish, tired, I would not be trading. Simple as that. Because again, I won't be able to perform at my best if I feel sluggish or tired. So I've got another 4 minutes left now. I'm looking for instant volatility to kick in with NYSE. At the moment, we're just within this consolidation, starting to form higher highs and higher lows. So that's great. Let's see if we can start breaking out of this, start pushing up to the top side. Hey, Finbar said I was a little bit naughty and got in just before 1:30 UK time. Need to work on my patience. But he said he's up about 2.5%.
2.5, that's amazing.
I see you, Finbar. Naughty, I see you. You guys seen the video? The guy goes, naughty. So funny, man. I don't know if you guys seen it, but another 3 minutes left. Let me see if I can find the video quickly as well. Yeah, is this one here? Wait, can you hear the audio, by the way?
Toba, Asta.
Is an Asian guy? You naughty, naughty. Can you guys hear that?
I was like,
No.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The way he says it. I don't know if they can hear it in the YouTube live stream, but this guy's funny, man. But there you go. Another 2 minutes left for the NYSE Open, guys. Another 2 minutes left. Hopefully, with that, we can start seeing some more volatility kick into the markets and potentially see our setup. Again, I am expecting some sort of correction now, so potentially we can capitalize on the correction. But again, Xauusd not interested, just looking for buyers. Really simple. If it shows up, I'll execute. Again, it needs to show me a lot of volatility in order for me to put my money on. I don't want to risk my money anymore unless I see a really high confirmation. Simple as that. Okay, I'm just gonna get my magic keys ready as well at this point. Starting to approach the top side of the range. Another minute left for the NYSE Open now. We're about to break out of this consolidation. We are approaching the top side of the consolidation at this point now. Again, from here, either we can start to reject or we're going to start breaking out of it. And every time you do break out of consolidation, it means that volatility is starting to come into the markets and you see really explosive moves. So now, again, you want to see this area being broken, 1769.760 being turned into some sort of support. And from there, start taking it up with NYSE. That's going to be, again, in the equation for us. Okay, cool. Approaching the top side of consolidation from here, you want to see this candle being turned into some sort of a rocket ship of a candle. You don't want to see this starting to reject. There we go. This is your NYSE Open now. This is it. This is it. Man, we start turning this area into some sort of support now. Start breaking up. I want to see how it reacts around 69.760 first. From there, we can start to pull back. But let's see. This is your NYSE now. If we start coming back into the consolidation, at that point, I'm just going to honestly call it a day. This is that pullback now. It's retesting this resistance level here, the resistance level that we had, the previous resistance level within the consolidation. At this point, it needs to start breaking these highs and start forming higher highs and higher lows above this to start pushing up technically. Again, I'm not seeing some sort of crazy amount of volatility in the markets just yet, but again, it is literally the first minute. More time you do see volatility start to kick in after the first 5 minutes, because the first 5 minutes is just trying to settle down. He's doing some sort of pullbacks, and then you see a rocket ship of a candle. I'm not interested in Xauusd, by the way, so if it starts breaking below, Xauusd can play out, but I would not be executing on that. Just looking for those buyers to have this, to capitalize on this correction move. Okay, there we go. Starting to see an engulfing bullish candle at this point, a rocket ship of a candle. If it starts breaking above these highs, honestly, you see a nice close above this with a lot of volatility. I think we can start taking it up. But we break below this structure. I'm just gonna call it a day, guys. At that point, it's just, it might just want to come down a little bit more. And honestly, I'm just not gonna wait for this. But from here, we start forming higher highs, higher lows, which we are doing so far. So far, so good. Again, this area here being turned into support, giving us our confirmation. Now, next area is there, and then the last bit of an area is up there. At that point, we're going to start tapping into 70, which is our key level. But as long as we're below 70, it's just sells. Look at your day as well.
We had a super good day today.
Exactly. You don't need to rush in.
Yeah.
So as I said, unless I see insane amount of volatility kick in, I'm not taking anything. We are momentum traders. It doesn't make sense to actually start to take a trade on if the momentum's not there. But look, we're starting to reject of this support area. We are at all-time lows, so I can really see us capitalizing on a one-to-one really easily. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to look to execute on a position if we start to engulf everything to the left. Honestly, it can really play out. But not yet. I'll wait for the first 5 minutes to close, and then the next 5 minutes I'll look to execute if I do start seeing the volatility kick in now. I'll wait for the next 5 minutes to potentially form the bottom wick, and then from there just start to rocket ship all the way to the top side. Have some sort of correction at least up till 1773, and that's going to give me my one-to-one. There we go. Starting to approach the top side of the consolidation once again. At this point, look, you had some sort of a pullback from here, tested this resistance from here now. Again, starting to push all the way back up now. Let's see how this candle closes. Honestly, starting to look really good. There we go. Closing back up. At this time, we're tapping into this area, start breaking above this. I want to see how we start to play around this level now. I want to see this area here being broken. But after that, I also want to see this area here kind of being turned into some sort of support. So I'll still be waiting for this candle to close. Again, this can just be forming a double top to start dropping. This can just be a double top formation being formed up here. Gotta be super bit careful, extra bit careful. How big was this candle? This was about 17 pips. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So you are starting to see big candles now. This is a minute time frame as well, guys. Keep that in your mind. Forming higher highs and higher lows. I'm going to put my stop loss below these structure lows as well if I do take this position. So I'm going to wait for the next 2 minutes. I want to see what the next 5-minute candle does. I want this one to start pushing up and start closing above 69. And the next 5-minute can start turning 69 into a support to give us that push to the top side. So another minute left for the new 5-minute open. The way we are closing so far so good. I want this one to start engulfing now, everything to the left, start pushing up, and then the next 5-minute can come down a little bit, start turning this area into some sort of support to start pushing up. That would be the move. So gonna wait for this candle to close at this point as well. And again, look to the left, clean traffic at least up to 73. So we can imitate this whole move to the downside with the new 5-minute open. Gonna have to wait for that confirmation though. See, this area was still just failing to break above this area. You have like, you know, sell orders up here. So again, as I said, like, you know, the majority will always win. So if the buying pressure is more, then obviously buyers will take the price up. So simple. Until then, we're gonna see sales playing out from here. So simple, guys. Another minute left now with the next 5-minute. Hopefully you can see a rocket ship of a candle to the top side. Okay, this is the new 5-minute open now. Let's see where it does. You want to see an engulfing bullish candle all the way to the top side, starting to break above the structure highs and just start pushing up at least up to 1770. I'm going to wait for the first minute candle to close though. I'm not looking to take any sort of impulsive entries because it might just tap the highs, might break it slightly and from there start to reject. But it has that decent bottom wick on the 5-minute candle as well. So I want to see if we can start breaking and closing above this, and then from there start seeing some sort of explosive push to the top side. Okay, this is starting to look good now, forming higher highs, higher lows. Amazing, so far so good. Let's just see how this one closes. If we close above this, I want to see how the next one opens as well. That's what I want to see. Okay, seeing minor rejections from the top side, nothing massive. Okay, this is a new open candle now. Let's see what it does. If it starts breaking below, probably gonna form a deeper bottom wick because the bottom wick is quite tiny at the moment. And otherwise, we start breaking above this now. I want to see a break above, retest of 1769 to push up. And I want to see a massive candle. Right now, I don't see any sort of engulfing candles either. So I want to see an engulfing candle for me to actually execute. There we go. This is pushing up now at this point. Again, forming higher highs. So I really do want to see that momentum kicking like straight away. Otherwise, I'm willing to miss out on this. So simple. Yeah, it's attempting to break up. I think now we're going to see a nice push to the top side. This is that candle we were waiting for. Going to wait for this candle to close now. And going to wait for the next one to have some sort of retest now. Let's just see what happens now. Let's see if we hold this area as a support area to start breaking up. Again, the way this candle closed, a little bit of a rejection from the top side, is not showing me crazy amount of like, you know, momentum. Again, this is correction. So yeah, it might just start to print out these tiny candles. Again, we are momentum traders, guys. Just keep that in your mind. Our momentum traders. Yeah, the way this candle is printing is always about to form higher highs and higher lows. But I'm gonna wait. I'm still gonna wait. I'm not happy with this just yet. It's too small for me to execute on. The candles are way too tiny for me to execute on. Way tiny. And something like this I don't want to execute on. But we start turning this area into some sort of support now. Start breaking above this. Then we're coming up. Look, the way it's just closing above. Turning this area into support. Start breaking above this. At that point we're coming up. But again, the stop loss. Again, it becomes a bit tricky, right? Stop loss is gonna be about 30 pips. Let's see if we can have some sort of massive volatility in the next 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for another 2 minutes as well. Going to wait for the next 2 minutes. Yeah, there we go. This candle is looking good now at this point, honestly. Gonna wait for the next 2 minutes. We're tapping into 70 now. Let's see how it plays around this level. Because we start closing above this with the next 2 minutes, start turning these areas into some sort of support. We are coming up. It's pushed up about 40 pips at this point now. The thing is, I'm not seeing massive candles, so I'm not really a big fan of it just here. Maybe in the next 2 minutes, or this can just start pushing up now. But this is exactly the move we have been waiting for, but it's just very slow the way it's done it. Really slow. Okay, another minute left now. With the new minute, it's gonna open up new 10-minute candle. 5-minute candle, my bad. New 5-minute candle. 5 minutes candle, and then from there, potentially gonna form that bottom wick to start pushing up. Right now, we're just tapping into 70, which is a key area. And this 5 minute has given us the move to the top side now. So the new 5 minute open is technically going to have us have a pullback, and then from there start forming new highs. Technically, that's what I'm expecting. Otherwise, it's time to call it a day. So if the next 5 minute doesn't give me that move, I mean, technically the next, we have to wait for the next 5 minutes to close, because the 15 minutes is going to give us that volatility. So let's just see what happens. Well, that's what I'm expecting, like the next move to be in basically roughly 6 minutes. There we go. Again, pullbacks. That's why I did not execute on anything here. You would have been in a little bit of profits. 16 pips would have been back to drawdown. And at this point, you would have made it break even anyway, so it would have been getting stopped at a break even. Doesn't make sense, does it? Okay, there's a new 5 minute open now. It's forming the bottom wick, pretty much retesting these lows. And if it starts to engulf everything to the left, I think we should be good to take it up. You want to see an engulfing bullish candle now though, this new 5 minute open. And potentially with the 15 minutes, you'll expect it to just start pushing up. If we start chilling above 70 with this 5 minute, if we start closing above 70, you just want the 15 minute to open, form some sort of a bottom wick about, you know, start turning 70 into support and just keep on pushing up. Okay, this is starting to load up now. Let's see how this candle closes. Okay, this is looking good at this point. If this can start engulfing everything to the left, look at that retest of this level. Give us the engulfing bullish candle now. Let's go. Yeah, the volatility is just not here yet. Another 4 minutes I'm going to wait. If the volatility don't kick in with the new 15 minute open, we're just going to call it a day. Because I want to see an engulfing bullish candle now, honestly. I just rather not take a trade at this time and hold it, because our session ends in like 19 minutes as well. So this is still our session, but in another 19 minutes our session ends. So I don't want to hold the trade. I want to be in and out. Quick execution, quick TP. That's it. Look at that. This is nice now. Needs to pull back a little bit. Pull back a little bit. This is it. Needs to pull back a little bit. Another 3 minutes left for the new 15 minute to open up. I think this is looking good now at this point. And hopefully the next 15 minutes can give us that push to the top side. Starting to form highs at this point. Amazing. 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 But again, it hasn't closed as an engulfing bearish candle, bullish candle just yet. My bad. Three more minutes left. Okay, there we go. Again, 2 more minutes left now. Look, he's forming higher highs, higher lows, and now what you want to see in the next 2 minutes is some sort of bottom wick being formed and a wick fill of this, and potentially new highs being formed. Again, don't want to take a trade before the new 15-minute open, because again we can get wicked out. So simple. And you're not seeing any sort of massive engulfing candles just yet. It's just a tiny candles. I mean, it is expected, to be honest. But yeah, this is basically just correction now. Yeah, but I'd rather just not take part in anything like this, even though I know technically it's forming higher highs, higher lows. You know, everything looks good. I just rather not take part in anything like this. Just not interested whatsoever. I want to take part in something like this. You see how clean candles, 1-2 candles will give you a TP, like stress-free trading. That's what I want to take part in. I mean, I would have taken a buy position there as well, could have, but I'd rather just not, honestly. I'm willing to miss out. That's something about me, guys. I'm always willing to miss out. I never have FOMO. But look at the way this 4 hour has rejected. As I said, it doesn't even have an upper wick, so technically it needs to form an upper wick, right? So buyers can really easily play out, hopefully with the next 15-minute open. Just gonna wait for the bottom wick to form, and then from there take a buy position to the top side. Okay, look at this. Now starting to turn 70 into some sort of support. This is looking great. Next area I'm going to look out for is this. That's the next area. As soon as it forms the upper wick on the 4 hour, oh man, start turning this into support. This is going to be explosive move to the top side, in my opinion. So the move is actually loading up. Now look at this candle about to engulf the previous candle as well. This is it. The next minute, I think the move's coming. This is the new 15-minute open now. I want it to come down a little bit, start tapping 70, and from 70 start to bounce up. I want to see a lot of momentum kick in now. It could come down to at least like 69 as well. From there, start pushing up. I think this is when we should start seeing a move now. Honestly, it's tapping into 70. Look at the 15-minute candle. It's trying to form that bottom wick. If it can come down to at least 69, that'll be a sweet spot for us. A sustainable bottom wick. 69. From this here, engulfing bullish candle, and that would be my entry to the top side. So now I want to see this come all the way down to 69.52, retest that support area where we saw buyers take control at, and then from there I want to see a massive rejection and an engulfing bullish candle for me to enter. Otherwise, if it starts coming back into this range and starts to just, you know, consolidate, I'm just going to end the session here. There we go. But this candle here should give us my move that I've been waiting for. Honestly, this 15-minute candle just starting to get engulfed at this point now, retesting this 70 area, forming a bottom wick. This point should start breaking the highs of the previous 15-minute candle and just should start pushing up. There we go. There we go. It's trying to form our bottom wick on the minute candle. At this point, there we go, have a tiny bit of a bottom wick. And now you want this minute candle to start engulfing everything to the left. You want to see this candle, this bearish candle became the pullback candle, forming a bottom wick on the 15 minutes. And now this candle should start engulfing everything to the left, turning 17 to some sort of support, which should be good to go up. The only thing that's missing now is momentum. As soon as we see momentum, this is the setup I have been waiting for, and I'll execute on it. But just want to see some momentum now. I'm going to put my stop loss at 69.19, roughly just a little bit more than 20 pips. There we go. This is it now. This is it. This is it. I want to wait for that pullback. This is it. This is it. I want to see how this one closes. I'm going to look to execute on this. As I said, this is going to happen. You know what? If it starts breaking its own highs, I'm in this, guys. If it starts breaking its own highs, I'm in this. Because it's tapping into this resistance area. From here, it should start pulling back. But if there is momentum now, we've cleared this. 70 is turning into some sort of support. I think we can start pushing up. I'm going to pull my stop loss literally below this and just let it run. But it needs to start breaking its own highs now again. And I'm in this. Let's go. Start breaking those highs. Stepped into this resistance level here now, so you're expecting some sort of pullbacks, but it should respect 70, and from here just start breaking its own highs, and I think we should be good to go in. But you want to see the highs being broken with a lot of momentum, and you don't want this candle to start, you know, pushing down now. You just want this to engulf everything to the left, closes a massive engulfing bullish candle. You want the next one to start breaking the highs as well. If it comes down, there's just no point. If it starts coming down, starts breaking below this, I'm going to end the session, honestly. Let me just cross magic keys for now. Yeah, again, it's just pulling back. You want 70 to be respected and these highs to be broken. you know, you're going to expect a lot of pullbacks. As I said, I'm not willing to participate in any sort of pullbacks. But now if this starts to flip, starts breaking above this, I can see us pushing up a little bit more. This was technically the clean traffic here above this now. Start breaking above this, we can see a massive push to the top side. But it needs to start breaking above this candle here. There we go. Seeing some sort of rejections from the downside, but again, tiny rejections. You want this candle to turn into a pullback candle. You don't want to see these lows at this point being broken, because this is where you did form the leg up from. Otherwise, you're going to see a deep retest and it might go up later. I just don't want to participate in anything like that. It's too late. So you want these lows over here being respected now technically. And I want to see 70 holding at this point. Now, this is a key area, 70. From here, this should start engulfing everything to the left. This should be that rocket ship of a candle. If it starts breaking above this, I'll take a position. But I'll look to make it risk-free like real soon. Again, we tapped into a pullback area, so pullback was expected. And now this should hold. The 70 area should hold. And from here, we should start breaking above these highs and start pushing up. I'm going to put my stop loss literally below this. There we go. Do you know what? I'm going to look to take a position here now. If we start breaking above this, I'm going to look to take a position. I'm going to put tiny stop loss and see how it plays out. There we go. We're coming up now. Coming up. I want to see if it rejects or if it starts to break explosively. Because right now, it's just literally retesting this resistance. But if you start breaking above this explosively, start breaking above these structure highs, I'm going to mark that on my chart as well. I think we can start pushing up. This is a pullback area, still rejecting it. And the next area is just a little bit above here. The next pullback area is literally just a little bit above here. Again, forming some sort of double top up here now. You can see a massive engulfing bearish candle if it doesn't want to go up. But in my opinion, as soon as we start breaking above this, start clearing these highs, we can see a nice push up to the top side. Otherwise, it might just pull back again. You guys gotta understand, it's quite slow at the moment, so you're gonna expect a lot of pullbacks, right? That's the thing. Unfortunately, you're gonna see a lot of pullbacks. But if it gives me the move now, this is the new 5-minute open as well. Look at the upper wick as well as a bottom wick. So if it starts breaking below these 5-minute lows, it's going to retest a key zone from there, start pushing up. So I really just want this to start pushing up now, start breaking above this, and then the correction should start. And I'm going to put my stop loss around like 28 pips and expect the 1-to-1 to get here. I'm going to take everything out at 1-to-1 basically. But when I see some sort of explosive push now, start breaking the highs, and I'm in this. There we go. This should start turning into some sort of explosive candle now. And I'll look to execute on this. There we go, pushing up now. Again, the way it's approaching, I want to see a nice clean break. I don't want to see just literally just approaching this. I want to see a nice clean break out of this. There we go. This is it. Another explosive push to the top side. I'm in this. It's rejecting a little bit. Again, from here, we can start pulling back. So another explosive break, I'm in this. We're tapping into the area where we can start pulling back from. But as soon as we start clearing 1774.18, man, we're going to start seeing a nice push to the top side. Struggling to break to the top side still. If it starts breaking below this, I'm going to call it a day, guys, honestly. From here, I just wanted to form highs. This area should start breaking up, start breaking above this, execute in a position, start seeing some sort of pullback from there. But if I see an engulfing bearish candle now at this point, just going to end the session. Don't want to be trading this late into the session now. Go for 8 minutes. There we go. This is it now. It's about to engulf something to the left. Hopefully, this can be that rocket shape of a candle, turning this area here into some sort of support. Starts breaking above this, which should be good to go up. But again, we're just seeing a lot of momentum to the downside. It's consolidation. Yeah, guys, at the moment, it's just like struggling now over here. You might want to pull back and then go up, pull back, go up. So again, as I said, I'll give it a little bit now to break above this. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a day. I've got 8 minutes left before my session ends. So yeah, if this 5 minute doesn't give me the move, I'm done. I'm not trading the last 5 minutes of my session. It doesn't make sense after securing profits. Again, as I said, I do see this playing out nicely. So I'm willing to take a trade, but otherwise, I'm not going to be looking to take a trade, as I'm risking just a little bit of profits that I've made today. Yeah, guys, it's just struggling at this point. Look at this. if we start breaking above this, there's more probability that, you know, we can see buyers playing out. But until then, we're just holding this level. So stop breaking below 1771 again, potentially gonna come down a little bit more. So simple. I'm gonna just mark this out. Stop breaking below 1771.70. I'm closing magic keys, honestly. Yeah, I want this area here to be respected and this to start breaking highs now, become some sort of explosive candle. And I'm gonna take this position because, as I said, the 5 minutes should start engulfing everything to the left now. We're tapping into this area, so you are expecting pullbacks, right? But now the pullback should not be that aggressive that you start to, you know, print some sort of massive bearish candle. You want to see some sort of momentum kick into the top side now. There we go. It's loading up, in my opinion. As soon as we start breaking above these highs, I think we should be good to go up. Otherwise, as I said, I'm done. There we go. This minute candle could just start flipping. I'll start pushing up to the top side. Okay, there we go. I'm going to look to execute in a position here now. If we start breaking up with some sort of momentum, I'm going to look to execute in a position here. And okay, there we go. Let's go. Push up again with some sort of momentum. Let's push up again. Start breaking these highs. Let's go. This is it. It's retesting. About to break. About to break. About to break. Fingers on the trigger. Fingers on the trigger. I don't even know what I said. There we go. Let's see how this one opens now. This is it. There we go. You know what, guys? I'm going to take one position here. Let's see how this plays out now. Ooh. I'm going to aim for 1-to-1. Secure literally 90% at 1-to-1. And I'm going to make a risk-free real soon as well. I'm up 10 pips at this point. Look at that. I'm going to make a risk-free real soon, guys. Real soon. My stop loss is really tiny. So again, from here, you're expecting a pullback. It's the new 5-minute open. This should have some volatility. So as soon as we start pulling back now, I don't want to see these lows over here being broken, right? With the new 5-minute open as well. Oh, there we go. 775.60 gets tapped. I'm going to make a risk-free. I'm going to put stop loss at break even as soon as we start tapping 775.60. There we go. Ooh, straight to the TP, guys. Let's go. 26 pips up. There we go. Winning trade. Let's go. Let's go. Look at this beast. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Drop a like on the YouTube live chat. Look at this beast. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh
wow.
my God.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at these. 38 pips. Oh my God. Look at this, guys. Look at this minute candle. I told you. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Oh my God. I'm going to close my runner as well. I'm going to secure some of my runner as well. Oh my God. Look at this beast. I told you guys this was going to play out. Wow. Ho ho ho. Look at this beast. Look at this beast, guys. Look at this minute candle. Look at this entry. Oh, guys, drop a like, man. Who does this? Who does this? Look at this beast. Oh my. 40 pips up literally in a minute, guys. Look at this. 50 pips up. We're going to see 100 pips to the top side this time. Oh my. Look at this. Oh my. Before our session ended as well, guys. Before our session ended. Beautiful, man. It's been a beauty, guys. Oof. There we go. That's what patience does. Alright, I'm done for the day now for sure though. Yeah, it was a little bit of an intense day for me, you know. But there we go. We're done for the day now, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna just let this play now, guys. Again, what amazing session. Make sure you guys tune in on the Insta. If I do see 100 pips TP on this, I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna just move this up to 100 pips because we can see 100 pips at this point really easily. So I'm gonna let this play out. 200 pips. There we go. Yeah, I'll let this play out to 100 pips now. And if I do get 100 pips TP, I'll let you guys know. But there we go, guys. Again, buy position went straight to the TP. Look at that minute candle. Wow. Told you guys this correction was coming, man. I told you guys this correction was coming. See, again, as I said, R2R made sense. That's why I was looking for this trade. Otherwise, we don't trade this late into our session. And look at that 40 plus pips up right there. This was an amazing session, guys. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys drop a like. Share this with your friends, your family. Man, this is free education here. And that's it, guys. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, same time again. We have news event tomorrow at 1:30, so we're going to expect more volatility tomorrow as well. So yeah, we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Everyone have a lovely day. Peace out.